So that's the point, is that 8% is the hidden loss of value from central banks essentially debasing their currencies, which weakens the currency in all financial contexts. And then the visible rise of, let's say prices at the supermarket is, as we know, inflation, right? So you have to kind of bolt that on. That can be 2-3%. But the point is that in real terms, the NASDAQ's making money. In real terms, Bitcoin, if we look back to 2010 or so, is annualizing around 150%. But if we compare it more recently with the NASDAQ, it's around 95%. So that upper white box you can see in the left-hand corner. But then, as Raul said, if you look at the NASDAQ in total return terms versus Bitcoin, again, since January of 2012, when we're based to 100, it's down 99.94%. And so to the point that Raul said, in real terms, nothing, if you look at the red box, these are the annualized numbers since 2011 or so. But essentially, nothing's accumulating purchasing power outside of, let's say, US large cap, NASDAQ, and ETH, but that's in real terms. In nominal terms, even US large cap equities like the S&P 500 are not compounding purchasing power. It's literally just tech and crypto, and tech's down 99.94%. And then there's also this gold thing I think is really interesting, because Raul's right, gold's done its job, but then you have this whole basket of people who are, quote unquote, gold bugs. And the really interesting thing about gold, and it's had a great year this year, but if you look at the annualized return going all the way back to whatever it is, 1950s, 1960s, is, gold has made you richer, or sorry, it's made you money, but it hasn't made you richer. You see what I mean? So it's like a nominal illusion, because you've actually made money, but if you adjust for the rate at which central banks are debasing their currency, you're actually losing purchasing power. So that's the point, is like cash, gold, everything outside of crypto and tech, you're actually losing purchasing power over time. And that's a dangerous game, especially since 2008.
So the idea is, where does we have infinite? Because that breaks the whole GDP magic formula, right? Nothing makes sense anymore. We call that point the economic singularity. And we kind of finger in the air said, probably by about 2030, because everything is going exponential in terms of speed of AI and robots, we probably have no idea what an economy looks like anymore, or what it means. Everything we all look at is going to fall apart.